On number 21, it says Cameron's been given a check in the amount of $2,000 from his grandparents as a gift for graduating from high school. Cameron opens a bank account, and the bank has offered to pay 0.5% interest that compounds twice a year. If he leaves the money in the bank, what will his bank balance be in 4 years after he graduates from college? And what we've also been given is some information up here that tells us the formula that we can use to find the answer to this problem. So let's look. A is going to represent the total amount after T years, or how much time has gone by, so that's going to be our total. P represents the principal amount. Principal amount means how much money you put into the bank initially. R represents the annual rate. Now, a word of caution, anytime you have rate, you've got to take it out of percent and change it to a decimal. N is going to be the number of times the interest is compounded each year. Well, we read that it was going to be twice a year for him. And then T is the number of years. So in this problem here, we see that that's going to be 4. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of the information. The principal amount he's putting in, we were told, was $2,000. The annual rate here is 0.5%. Now, when we do 0.5, I'm going to put that right here, 0.5%. That means we're going to take that 0.5, and any time that you have that, you're going to move the decimal 2 places. Now, I want you to kind of think about this because this decimal always seems to catch students off guard. Let's say that this was 75%. Well, when you changed it to decimal, you put the decimal behind and you moved it 2 places to the left and said that that was the same as 0.75. Well, the same is true here. You are going to move this decimal 2 places to the left. That means that we've got 0.005 as a decimal to represent this percent. So this is going to be 0.005. And then that gives us the information we need to be able to put it into this formula. So let's go ahead and put it in the formula. The amount equals the principal, which we found to be $2,000. That's how much he's putting into the bank, times 1 plus that rate. We found that rate to be 0.005, divided by the number of times it compounds in a year. And we were told it compounds twice. And then that's going to be raised to that number of times it's compounded, so 2 times. And then it's going to be times the total amount of times, 4 years. And then you want to just put that in your calculator. When you put it in the calculator, I'm using a graphing one, and you can use a different calculator as well. But when you put it in the calculator, you want to start with your 2,000, open a parenthesis, you're going to put 1 plus, now this one here is a rate of 0.005, and that means divided by, so we want to put divided by this number 2, and close your parenthesis. And then you want to raise it. So for me, I'm going to raise it here using this caret top. For those of you that have a different type of calculator, you might see like X with a box. That would be the button you need. And then it's going to be 2 times 4. Now I can put 2 times 4 up here, but I also know that that's 8. So I'm just going to throw in an 8 there and push enter. And then that gives me this number here of 2,040.35, and that's going to be in dollars, to match my answer choice A.